y'all familiar with the channel, y'all know that I've been talking about Jaron Boots Ennis since day one. Y'all already know y'all tuning into Punch Wrong Boxing, aka Mr. Shine himself. But I would have thought by then that Jaron Boots Ennis would have captured at least 2 Division World titleists, a unified championship. You know what I'm saying? I said a long time ago that Jaron Boots Ennis is the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. I predicted that Jaron Boots Ennis will be a future 4 Division World Champion, 5 Division World Champion, because he's a big welterweight, right? I didn't think they were going to stay in the welterweight division for a long time, right? But now at the age of 27, 28, it's either you're going to be a late bloomer and become the next Roy Jones Jr., or you'll be the next Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. And what I mean about the next Demetrius Andrade, some of y'all gonna be like, oh boy, yo, what are you talking about? Oh, no. Demetrius Andrade was an Olympian. Demetrius Andrade was a prestige amateur. And Demetrius Andrade was heavily avoided, right? His style. But because the business handlers, you know what I'm saying, promoters, matchmakers, didn't feel the need to put the high invested fighter with a Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, because he was not a, you know what I'm saying, like he wasn't selling out, he was in box office. Why take the risk, right? Yeah, he got his belt, he got his belts, right? He was a champion, but it was easy to avoid Demetrius Andrade, because you didn't have to fight Demetrius Andrade. And the thing could happen right now with Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis, this is gonna be his first show, his first headline, in Philadelphia. I think he headlined during the pandemic, I think once, but this is gonna be his first real headline event versus Dave Avanesyan right now in where he's at in his career. Dave Avanesyan, by then he should already at least have you know what I'm saying, a gatekeeper of Ugas, something to Sean Porter or Danny Garcia, Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, a Bud. You know what I'm saying? Even Mario Barrio has stepped in the ring with Ugas, with an ex-world champion in the welterweight division. Boots haven't really stepped in the ring. Only Sergey Lipinets is a former champion, a highly respected former champion and stuff like that. But he was coming from a 140-pound division. He could be easily ducked, because you don't have to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. And now he's in the 147-pound division, and where is a ghost town. A ghost town and where there's not no names really in the 147-pound division, unless he fights a unification bout with Mario Barrios, in which I believe that the Mario Barrios fight may not even happen, because Mario Barrios is allegedly in talks to get a Manny Pacquiao fight. So he ain't gonna choose no Boots over Manny Pacquiao. See, even Mario Barrios will get a Manny Pacquiao, not even Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis could be the most ducked fighter of this generation, the way that Demetrius Andrade was before. I remember Jaime Munguia and Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, did an interview in the podcast several years ago, that he said that Jaime Munguia will fight anybody except he don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. So he was highly avoided. You know what I'm saying? Like when you needed to fight Andrade, people ain't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? People will skip their mandatories and stuff like that. Canelo Alvarez never want to fight him. Charlo didn't want to fight him. Triple G didn't want to fight him. And then they feel they didn't have to, because they just have had other opposition or other opportunities. He was never shamed. Daniel Jacobs didn't need to fight Boo Boo Andrade as well. Why would anybody fight Jaron Boots Ennis? It can easily be avoided. And thing is, Jaron Boots Ennis not even he's not barking. He's not creating the loudness, the shame to fight people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people still don't know who Jaron Boots Ennis is, but of course he's an extreme talent. He's box office in the ring, but goes really unnoticed when he's outside of the ring. He's very, very quiet. And I think that his demeanor and his team's demeanor it's not going to shame others to get inside the ring, because they don't have to. They don't have to. I would love to see a fight with Virgil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis, and I would love Jaron Ennis to actually move up to the 154-pound division right now and put yourself in position, because there's a lot of bodies out there. He's Mr. Catch a Body. Well, there's a lot of bodies out there that he could catch and get respected, and easily to actually shame somebody. So even with David Avanesyan, even if he knocks, people are only going to gauge this fight on Saturday to see how long is he going to last with David Avanesyan, to gauge him with the Bud Crawford that beat David Avanesyan, I believe it was in the 5th round. But his team, I know he just signed with Eddie Hearn. His team, I got to move quick. And the only thing is, yes, I believe that Eddie Hearn is one of the most prestigious promoters in the sport of boxing. And it's good that he did sign Jaron Ennis. But even when Eddie Hearn did sign Demetrius Andrade, he couldn't get him the big fight. And to be honest, the big fights are in the 154-pound division, in which Jaron Ennis has to go. He has to fight the likes of Virgil Ortiz, Tim Tszyu, get him an Earl Spence. I doubt he'll get an Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, because they didn't even stay to fight him. A Keith Thurman, I don't think he's going to get a Keith Thurman either. But they got to work fast. They got to work fast. They got to work fast, folks. So right now, at where he's at, his age, is either you're moving into the direction of becoming the next Roy Jones Jr. or moving to the direction of becoming the next Demetrius Boo Andrade. There has to be a character switch. There has to be a new marketing plan. You know what I'm saying? A new marketing strategy for Jaron Ennis. Because right now, you don't hear a lot of fighters. You don't hear no fighters saying that they want to fight Jaron Ennis, because you don't have to. He's going to be easily ducked and easily avoided. And another, I said the next Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade was also a guy that not heavily on social media, didn't care about social media. So it was hard for people to really shame other fighters to fight them. Even when he was in position to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed 160-pound division, nobody shamed Canelo Alvarez to fight Demetrius Andrade. And I think that Jaron Ennis may be in the same, could be the same, in the same lane, unless if he makes some drastic measures in promoting himself, marketing himself, and things of that nature. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if Jaron Ennis is going to be, you know, the next Roy Jones Jr. or the next Demetrius Andrade, or neither. You know.